Hello friends, in this session of application of derivative, we will study about increasing and decreasing function using the differentiation. So we have given the graph fx equals to x square, which for x negative values to minus 2 then 4, minus 3 by 2 then 9 by 4. Like this way graph is comes, and for positive values it goes up. So we can see that for negative values less than 0, it x equals to 0, it becomes 0. And for the left side, as values goes on increasing for the negative value, the graph comes down. And so we can say that fx is the decreasing function for the negative values, fx equals to x square. And as we move from 0 to positive side, the graph goes up, which indicates that the fx is increasing function for the positive values. So this is with the graph we did, but for the differentiation, how can we decide? Also we have studied the increasing and decreasing function definition. If I is at any interval of the real value function, I is any interval of the containing domain of real value function, and in that I we take two values x1 and x2, which are the numbers, and x1 less than x2, then fx1 is also less than or equals to fx2. Then we can say that function is increasing in the given interval I. And if x1 is less than x2, then fx1 is only less than fx2 is not equals to, then we can say that fx is strictly increasing in the interval I. Same way, if x1 is less than x2 but fx1 greater than or equals to fx2, then we can say that given function is decreasing in the given interval, and if strictly x1 less than x2 but fx1 is greater than fx2, then it is strictly decreasing in the given interval. So here you all can see some graphs. Here graph goes from 0, it goes on increasing, and so it is increasing function. Here also graph goes on increasing, and in every and so particular interval also it increase, and so it shows that strictly increasing function. Here the graph comes down, and so it is decreasing function. Here graph comes down, so it is decreasing function. In this graph we can see that graph goes up, down, goes up, and so we neither decide it is increasing or decreasing, and so such function is neither increasing or decreasing. So now we have the another definition that at particular point x0, so x0 be a particular point of the given domain of the real valued function f, then f is said to be increasing, strictly increasing, decreasing or strictly decreasing. If x0, if there exists an operation containing x0 such that f is increasing, decreasing, means at any point x0 we can say that it is increasing or decreasing. There exists an interval in which the function is the increasing or decreasing, and so f is said to be increasing at x0 if there exists an interval I, x0 minus s, x0 plus h, where h is very minor change, positive change, and so h greater than 0. So x1 less than x2, then we get the fx1 less than or equals to fx2. So example 7 we have fx is equals to 7x minus 3 is strictly increasing on R, we have to show. So here x1 less than x2 we take, then we want 7x, so multiply by 7 both the sides, then 7x1 less than 7x2, and we subtract minus 3 from both sides, then 7x minus 3 less than 7x2 minus 3. So fx1 less than fx2, so we have taken x1 less than x2 and we got the fx1 less than fx2. So we can say that given function is the increasing function. Now we come on to the chapter point. So by differentiation, how can we prove that it is increasing or decreasing? So f is continuous on interval AB and differentiable on the closed interval AB, because this is the first condition to find out, apply the mean values theorem. And so f is increasing in the interval AB if f dash x greater than 0. F is decreasing in the f dash x less than 0, and neither is constant if f dash x equals to 0. So whenever differentiation we get, that is the positive, then increasing function. If differentiation is the negative, then it is the decreasing function, and differentiation is 0, then it is a constant function. So we check for the first condition, that f dash x greater than 0 we take. So let x1 and x2 belongs to AB are two functions. So x1 less than x2. Now x1 less than x2, so mean value theorem we can apply, and there exists a point C in the interval of x1 x2 such that fx2 minus fx1 upon x2 minus x1 equals to f dash c, and so fx2 minus fx1 equals to f dash c into x2 minus x1. Now as x2 is greater than x1, x2 minus x1 is positive, and f dash x we have taken as greater than 0, so f dash c is greater than 0. So right hand side value positive, and so it is greater than 0, so fx2 minus fx1 greater than 0. So fx2 minus fx1 greater than 0, so we can write fx2 greater than fx1. So x2 greater than x1, then we are getting fx2 greater than fx1, and so it is increasing function. Same way, if we take f dash x less than 0, then this value will be negative. This value will be negative, so we will get fx2 less than fx1. And so x2 greater than x1, though we are getting fx2 less than fx1, then it is a decreasing function. And so here remarks are there, f is strictly increasing in the interval AB if f dash x is greater than 0 and x belongs to open interval AB. F is strictly decreasing in interval AB if f dash x less than 0, x belongs to AB, and a function increasing in R if it shows every interval of R. Now here example 8 is that show that the given function is the increasing in R. So now we have studied the theorem. According that we have to show that whether differentiation is greater than 0 or less than 0. So we are given the function x cube minus 3x square plus 4x. So with respect to x we take the differentiation, x cube differentiation 3x square. 3x square, so x square differentiation 2x, 2x into 3 6x, and 4x differentiation 4. So from here, from these two terms, here we can write 3x square minus 6x plus 4, that can be split 3x square minus 6x plus 3 plus 1, so 3 common, then x square minus 2x plus 1 plus 1. So this represents x minus 1 whole square, and so square is always positive, and so 3 into x minus 1 square positive, and plus 1 is also, so whole value is positive. As it is increasing, we can say greater than 0, we can say that f is strictly increasing on R. Now example 9 is there, prove that fx equals to cos x is strictly decreasing in 0 to pi, strictly increasing in pi to 2 pi, and neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 to 2 pi. So fx equals to cos x, is differentiation is f dash x equals to minus sin x. So we know that in interval 0 to pi, sin is the positive function, and so sin x greater than 0, and so minus sin x will be less than 0. That is means in interval 0 to pi, f dash x is less than 0, f dash x is less than 0, and so derivative less than 0, so strictly decreasing in 0 to pi. Now in pi to 2 pi, the sin x is the negative function, and so minus of sin x less than 0, so minus of sin x will be positive, and minus of sin x is the positive, so f dash x is greater than 0, and so in pi to 2 pi the function is increasing function. Now 0 to 2 pi means 0 to pi it shows decreasing, and pi to 2 pi it shows increasing. So here a and b both are, somewhere it is increasing, somewhere it is decreasing, and so we can say that totally it is neither increasing nor decreasing. Now question 10 is that find the interval in which the function is the increasing or decreasing. So we are given the function is fx equals to x square minus 4x plus 6. So its differentiation with respect to x we take, then f dash x is equals to 2x minus 4. And so we will find out where the f dash x is 0. So for that critical point 2x minus 4 equals to 0. Then x is equals to 2. And so we represent on the number line, then minus infinity to 2 it becomes 0, and here plus infinity. So here two is always positive, so the positive negative of f dash x depends on x minus 2. So in interval minus infinity to 2, x minus 2 is less than 0, and so f dash x is less than 0. As f dash x is less than 0, it decreases in the minus infinity to 2, and between 2 to infinity x minus 2 is the greater than 0, and so f dash x is greater than 0, and so between 2 to infinity it is strictly increasing, and so minus infinity to 2 given function is the decreasing function, while between 2 to infinity given function is the increasing function. Example 11 we have find out the interval in which fx equals to 4x cube minus 6x square minus 72x plus 30 is increasing or decreasing. So we differentiate with respect to x, then f dash x equals to 12x square minus 12x minus 72. So 12 we take out common, then x square minus x minus 6. And so we have the factors 12 x plus minus 3 x plus 2. And so here 12 is the positive, so f dash x positive negative depends on x minus 3 x plus 2, and so critical f dash x becomes 0 at x equals to minus 2 and 3, and so on the number line we depict it, then minus infinity to minus 2, 3 and infinity. So we are getting the three parts, minus infinity to minus 2, minus 2 to 3 and 3 to infinity. So in this x plus 2, x minus 3 and f dash x we can write. And so in this interval minus infinity to minus 2, minus 3 plus 2 we can see so negative, and here we can take any value, then it will be negative only, and so final answer is the positive. And so in minus infinity to minus 2 it is greater than 0, and so it is increasing function, while minus 2 to 3, then minus 1 plus 2 which is the positive answer, but minus 1 minus 3 which is negative answer, and so finally it is negative, and so between minus 2 to 3 it is decreasing function. Now 3 to infinity it is positive x plus 2 and x minus 3 also positive, and so finally function is positive, so it is greater than 0. And so we can see that in minus infinity to minus 2, 3 to infinity is it positive f dash x, and so it is increasing function, while minus 2 to 3 it is decreasing function. Now here next is given fx equals to sin 3x, where x belongs to 0 to pi by 2 given, and we have to find out the interval in which it is increase decrease. So x belongs to 0 to pi by 2, then 3x belongs to 0 to 3 pi by 2. And f dash x will be cos 3x and 3x differentiation 3, so 3 cos 3x. So here critical points in between 0 to 3 pi by 2, pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2 are the values where it gets 0. And so x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. Then between 0 to 3 pi by 2 we get the value x equals to pi by 6 we submit. Then we are getting 0 and x equals to pi by 2. And so x equals to pi by 6, and we can see 3 cos 3 into pi by 6, so it is pi by 2 which will give 0. And same way we keep the pi by 2, then 3 pi by 2 gives the 0. So x equals to pi by 6 and pi by 2 the two part gives the 0. So the interval 0 to pi by 2 will divide 0 to pi by 6, and here pi by 2. So 0 to pi by 6, x belongs to 0 to pi by 6, then 3x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. And 0 to pi by 2 depicts the first quadrant. In first quadrant, cos 3x is the positive function, and so it is increasing, while x belongs to pi by 6 to pi by 2, then 3x belongs to pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. In this second and third quadrant is there where cos is negative function, and so f dash x is decreasing function in this interval. Now example 13 is given fx equals to sin x plus cos x, where x belongs to 0 to 2 pi. So we differentiate, and f dash x equals to cos x minus sin x. So f dash x equals to 0 we take, then cos x equals to sin x, which happens if x equals to pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4. And so 0 to 2 pi we have 3 intervals, 0 to pi by 4, pi by 4 to 2, 5 pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi. So in 0 to pi by 4, sin x is smaller than cos x, and so cos x minus sin x is greater than 0, so here it is increasing function. Pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4, sin x is the greater than cos x, so this value will be negative, and as it is negative, so here it is decreasing function. And again 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi, cos x is greater than sin x, so this is increasing, and so it is positive value.